What up? What up? Whoa. What up? Where's everybody at? How's everybody doing? Where y'all at in this fine evening? We got one in here. We got one lonely soul. Two lonely souls. Let's see here. Get this thing fired up here and get this thing going. I hope you guys are having a great week. I know I've had a heck of a crazy week. Heck of a crazy freaking week. Nathan Wiscamp, Lakes Automotive, A. Murray, Battle Circuit Garage, Bad Tree Production. All right, so we got Battle Circuit Garage has got a joke. Go ahead with yours. And then we got Bad Tree. Two guys walk into a bar, then wake up on the sidewalk. Hell yeah. I love it. What's up, Easy Tech Joe? NASCAR at Iowa CP, you down? Oh yeah, Iowa Speedway. Is that coming in? That's like I'm not a NASCAR fan. I'll be honest with you. I like drag racing a lot, but NASCAR, I get dizzy watching that. What's up, Easy Tech Joe? What do you call a gay dinosaur? A megasaurus. What's up, Troy Purdue? How you doing? Next summer, yeah, I seen that. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I seen. I've got I've got some things planned next summer. But yeah, I'm not really too excited about NASCAR. But will the drinks do that? Yeah. What do you call a person that ate too many edibles? Adam Long. What's up, Larry Borgstrom? How you doing, buddy? What do you call a person that's ate too many? Good evening, CP. What's up, Larry? A pot belly. I like it. I like it. All right, so whenever you guys tell me a joke, I will tell you a corny one all the time. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball. Maryland Hemi race. How you doing, Troy Purdue? Good evening, Jason Brommel, Battle Circuit Garage. Blessings to you and your CP. I always tune in when you go live. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate your Battle Circuit. Appreciate your joke. What did the horse say after I tipped it? After it tipped. Excuse me. What's up, Bill Beckett? What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up. We're just gonna tell bad jokes tonight. Whatnot. We're just gonna have fun. Whatever happens, happens. What's up, Gilman? How you doing, Howard? Hope you're having a good week. I hope you had a good week. I had a lot of exciting things happen this week. We get a bunch of people in here. We'll talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna probably do a little shameless plug for my buddy. Hello, Big Bell. CP is telling bad jokes. Yep, all night long we're telling bad jokes. We're all about telling bad jokes. What's up, Chris Schaff? How you doing, buddy? Kevin Kevin Heaven, howdy from Quebec, Canada. Our brothers from the north. We love you guys up north. What's up, Alan Kaufman, Iowa fellow Iowan? Wonder if you got to. Wonder if you had any excitement this week, Alan. Did you happen to, by any chance, come up and meet any celebrities here this week? Week from hell for you? Well, that's no good. Oh shoot, I'm out of water. Did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit aloha. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Hell yeah. Bad jokes can be fun. It's all about having fun. Tell me the difference between the Matco quarter-inch bit driver and the quarter-inch ratchet 16-volt tool. I personally would just get the quarter-inch ratchet. I don't know that I would get the bit driver. I'm not a fan of the bit drivers and the ratchets. I think that the biggest problem is that you wouldn't really be able to have a good quarter-inch use. It would only be good. You could put an adapter on the bit driver, but I think you'd be selling yourself short. In my opinion, you're better off getting a bit adapter for a quarter-inch. Well, that's a bummer, Alan. Fortunately, some of you may not know this, but I actually went to school with Jason, and we are old classmates. So I got to talk to Jason Momoa for a little bit. He's promoting his new vodka, Mei Lee, which is an acronym, or it is another word for travel, God of travel. So that was fun to get to see Jason. Um, really enjoyed that. Catching up with him. A little bit of a it was a little bit of a quick meeting, I will say. So up north, fat bacon and moosehead. There you go. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet. It was clogged. Hell yeah. Love your toolbox collection. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Quick Wrench Tool Junkie? How you doing? Are the JD Tico electrical disconnect pliers manufactured by Lyle? Not that I'm aware of. I think JD Tico's got his own manufacturer. Possibly. I don't know anything about him. I just seen a picture of him the other day, so I really don't know nothing about him. Oh, what in the heck did I do here? Not sure why it does that. What do politicians and streetwalkers have in common? They both give good lip service. Nice. Every time I take my dog to the park, the ducks try to bite him. That's what you get for buying a pure bred dog. Hope he don't get sued over them. Hope who don't get sued over. Who did I miss? Oh yeah, I don't know. What's up, Mr. Happy? How you doing? Those just look just like Lyle's, and I haven't seen anyone else with connector pliers like that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's. I don't know that skinny on them. What's up, Checkmate 115? How you been, brother? Hey man, you know anything about the Mac locking flex head wrenches? Are they good? Are they any good in your opinion? Are you talking about the oh my god, Expert brand or the Mac Precision Torque brand? So is the extra cost of $200 between the Matco drip bit driver versus the ratchet worth it? So is it $200 more for the ratchet or $200 more for the bit driver? I have the 1/4 inch ratchet and I love it. I don't remember what I paid for it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yep, I appreciate that. Can't get the whole picture on here for some reason. That's Jason and his partner Blaine. Who's the Mac rep out of your area? I need to warranty some tools. Dustin's the Mac rep. You have to send me an email and I can send you his phone or give you his contact information. I don't want to put it out here on the interwebs. What's up from Wisconsin, brother? Just getting out of work. Me and my son put a tranny in his 4x4 Ranger and she runs great, dude. That's awesome, man. Jeremy, glad to hear that. That sounds awesome. Yes, Alan, absolutely. I'm glad you understand. Appreciate you understanding, man. Let's see what we got for another bad dad joke. What do you call a well balanced horse? Stable. See if I can find a really good one. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Duh. I do love bad jokes for trick or treating. $1,400 for a Boneyard Trans. Crazy what they want for an old AL A4LD Trans. Wow. What year Ranger was that? 1,400? Holy shit, that sounds like rebuild price. That's crazy. It's the Mac locking flex head wrench. You got a part number on it? Sounds like I don't believe that Mac actually has a locking flex head wrench for their USA stuff. I believe I have the flex head ratchet wrench and they're precision torques and they're pretty decent. Let me go back up to this question. Hey man, do you know anything about the Mac locking flex head wrenches? Yeah, okay, that's got to be the precision torque ones. They have two of them though. They have the expert. They have an expert line. I would not buy the expert lines. It's just my opinion. The flexible locking ones. They come in a red case They have come in a red case. I have a standard part number. Let's see. The metric ones are an SRWMLF 212 PTA. Let me put that in the comments here for you, Joe. You can look it up and tell me if that's the right one. SRWMLF 212 PTA. Wow, 94. Holy, yeah, 4LD, yeah. 750 for the unit and 350 to have it shipped to us in Wasu. Wow. Holy cow. That's amazing. Man, I wish I'd have known that. There's a place up in Minnesota. I think they build 4 AL4Ds for right around brand new. They do a full rebuild with a 30,000 mile warranty for right around $1,100. My local PYP transmissions are 325. Yeah. Thoughts on Top Tool from Japan? Owen, I love Top Tool from Japan. Yep, there you go. That's the ones, Joe. I put the part number in the link or in the comment section there. Top Tools are awesome. I have Top Tools. I've done videos on Top Tools, Owen. Absolutely a fantastic tool for the money. Very nice. Like Top Tool, I'll be honest with you, the Top Torque screwdrivers are probably one of the biggest underrated screwdrivers on the market. Very, very, very nice screwdrivers. They work very, very good. They hold up very, very well. They have an awesome grip. Yep, that's the same one. Yeah, that's a Precision Torque. That's the Precision Torque line. So it's a Taiwanese made locking flex head. I like them. I'll be honest with you. I had the SK ones, which are very similar to the Precision Torques, and I've always had very good luck with them. I've been very happy with them. I've got nothing bad to say, and I've never even broke one. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm not trying to blow your candle. I'm not trying to blow your birthday candle out here, but I'm not, and I'm not very versed. I know transmission prices have gone up recently, so I could be just, because I just got a 400 built for $1,000. So, which those used to be $600. So, I mean, I could be wrong here, but I got a full rebuild for $1,000, and I can get 4L60s, which are newer transmissions, just as good, just right there with the 4LAD, a 4LAD, 4L, whatever it is, the Ford transmission, 4-speed automatic Ford transmission, the 4LAD, I think whatever, AL4D, that might be the right part number. Anyways, long story short, I would think that would be very similar to that transmission. So the 350 shipping's what killed you, though. 750 for the transmission, but the fact, yes, you're 100% correct. Transmission parts have almost all doubled. You are 100% correct, Jason Brommelkamp. I will say, I don't want to go out and say that it's terrible. Like, I don't want to be talking. It's just the prices, like Jason just said here, the prices of transmissions have recently went bonkers. I mean, like stupid bonkers in the last 6 months, which I think is kind of hokey, but I don't make the rules. I just try to break them. We called all over the state and could not find one. Yeah, that's unfortunately, if you're in the wrong area, I could see that being a problem. So, I don't want to scare you and think that, like I don't want to be talking like I'm trying to scare you or anything. They're just catching up to the prices of used cars. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's just a sticker shock for some of us. What up, JWC Tech? How you doing, brother? Uh, Once again, a quick shameless plug. If you guys are drinkers and you like a little spirits, I'd highly encourage you. If you like vodka, especially, check out Me vodka. That's Jason's vodka. Aquaman, the actor. Um, Definitely. Besides the fact of him being famous, it's actually a really good vodka. I broke my 4-year no drinking streak. I didn't get drunk, but I had a sip of vodka, so I guess technically, but I had to try it. So, and I was pleasantly surprised because I absolutely hate vodka. So I did have a great week. I had a fantastic week. I just was very busy, which is always good. Like I say, better be busy and not have enough time to get everything done than to be bored and not busy. Am I making money? No, I just had a lot of busy stuff going on. I never make enough money. That's the bottom line. I feel like I spend a lot of time helping people, which is not a bad thing. It's just doesn't pay the bills. And I have a very conflicting time of, saying no to people. You know, I had a buddy who had some trees he needed trimmed, and I have a pole saw, and it took some time to do that. And that was definitely a lot of time out of a day to do that. He really needed to get his trees trimmed, and I said, okay. Wanted to get it done before the leaves started falling. Yeah. You'd be blown away at how smooth this vodka is. It's got a little bit of a bite, but incredible. I hate vodka. I've always been a whiskey guy, and I'm telling you right now. And besides just the fact that a famous guy did it, they worked on it for 7 years to do this, and they definitely showed the labor of love and their hard work. And Jason's really is a really cool guy. Like he's just a really salt of the earth, normal dude. Like he would talk to any one of us. I'm actually trying to work on getting him to do a little thing. But we don't really have anything that lines up with my YouTube. So, but there's something else I got going in the works that I don't want to say. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk too much about it because it may not come to my YouTube, but it'll be something for some people that I know, and it'll be good. I'll have fun, and he'll have fun, and yeah. Anyways, when I drink, what I rarely do lately, vodka was one of my favorites. Absolute Grey Goose, Ciroc with lemonade, Red Bull. I have to try it. Yeah, for sure. Aqua. Yep. Aquaman torque test work. Yeah. No, I know that would. There really wasn't anything that I didn't really have time. I'll tell you what. I got to tell you, one thing I can tell you about being around him is and I mean, I don't want to ever have the amount of people, just hit amount of people that wanted to take pictures with him all over the place was just absolutely mind blowing. And the interruptions and how rude people are because everybody wants to get a picture with him. Everybody wants to talk to him, getting pulled into 1,000 directions. I mean, we got to talk for like 10 minutes and he's like, hey bro, like I just, he's like, we'll have to catch up, sometime when I'm not doing this because I'm dedicated to this right now. And I'm like, dude, I totally understand. And he's just, I mean, getting pulled in a million directions. And I've never really understood how actors' lifestyles are until you're kind of like in the mix. I mean, in the Midwest, we don't really have actors. Out in the West Coast, everybody in Hollywood has actors. They're around actors. But when you see like 4,000 people lining up to take pictures, it blows your mind. It just blows your mind. And And I'm telling you, like, people were just relentless. They are everybody wants a picture, and the fact of the matter is, Jason just he's a super nice guy, and he was wanting to take pictures with everybody, and I was like, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is insane. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know how you can do it. And people just come up and he'd be talking and they didn't care. They'd interrupt. And I was like, unbelievable. But he had unwavering patience. He had absolutely unwavering patience and just complete kindness and humbleness. And just, I was thoroughly impressed, much more than I would have. Hell, I get a live stream sometimes where I can't even have patience enough because I get but anyways, that's why it doesn't line up with my stream tonight, guys. So I'm not trying to tangent off of that, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. Because you guys are my audience and you guys are my boys, you know? So I like sharing that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I actually mentioned that to him. I was like, I like I if you know Jason, you'd know that's really how his personality is. Like he likes to mess around a lot and have fun. He likes to laugh. He loves to laugh and loves to play jokes and whatnot. But yeah, I was like, man, I don't know that I mean, it was fun, I guess, but I didn't like the movie, to be honest with you. I did not like Fast X at all. I thought the movie was terrible. I don't think Jason ruined the movie. I think they ruined the movie. And not only that, it's getting old. The fake stunts that they do, the way they abuse the cars in the video and I mean, there's so much unrealistic stuff going on there. Driving down a dam, blowing up, driving. I mean, it just the absolute insane stunts is just so far out of the CGI work is so ridiculous in it that it's like, what the hell? It was inspiring. It was inspiring and it was humbling. And it was, like I think my little channel with 26,000 subscribers and I think, sometimes I get overwhelmed. Huh. Dude, that dude literally put up with 4,000 people in his teeth. Well, more than 4,000 people. One day he went from Fairway in Norwalk to Hy-Vee in Urbandale and then to downtown to Fort Des Moines Hotel to a bar and had another 400 people there. So he dealt with over 10,000 people in one day and never once stopped smiling. That's insane. Yeah, money does talk, but to be honest with you, they have all their money invested in it. So that this whole campaign for that vodka, it's all on their hip right now. I mean, they're not making any money. They are selling a lot of vodka. I mean, I estimate they probably sold $500,000 worth of vodka already. But I mean, how much money do they have in the marketing? How much money do they have in the plane, the travel accommodations, all that stuff? I mean, they probably spent $500,000 just in getting this off the ground. So I mean, they're probably breaking even right now. I mean, this is, I'd imagine from a business standpoint, he's got to make a lot more money. And not only that, he's got a partner, his partner Blaine. Yeah, the cars that do kick flips, I was like, what the hell, man? Yeah, production. They have production of the stuff plus the glass. The very cool thing is he's getting all the glass made in the USA out of recycled glass, which is really cool. It's a post post glass or something like that they call it. Pretty cool how they do it. Anyways, very interesting. Anyways, I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff, but it was really cool for me. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Jason's probably worth 25 million total, which is funny. He's not even the most famous. He's not even the richest actor from Iowa, believe it or not. What's funny is Jason's not even the biggest actor from Iowa. Ashton Kutcher is actually from Iowa here too. And then you have Slipknot, they're worth more than Jason is. I mean, Ashton, Slipknot. There's several people that are more. Johnny Carson was from Iowa. That guy was worth a buttload of money. What's up, Warren? How you doing, Pito? Elijah Woods from Iowa. What's up, Peter Savensky? How you doing? Michelle Monaghan is from Iowa. Um, there's a lot. Brandon Ross from Iowa. He's not as famous as Jason, but Jerry Mathers was from Iowa. The Beaver. I'm glad to hear you're making it, brother. Keep going. You got to keep hard charging. Keep going hard. Yeah, John Wayne is probably the most famous, I would say, of all the actors, honestly, just because of his legacy. Now, I know there's a lot more famous people in this world are from a different stage too. So I'm just, yeah, I'm not saying that, and I'm not trying to say that these guys are more famous than other people. I'm just saying here in Iowa because I think there's a lot bigger actors out there that are more famous than these guys. Definitely. I mean, Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, or Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, all those guys are 10 times bigger actors and worth shitloads more money. Have you checked out the new Ernst Pro organizer, similar to Toolbox widget but cheaper and supposedly better? Wanting to try some? Didn't Tecton just come out with some too? Did I see Tecton come out with some that look like Toolbox widgets too? Oh yeah, Tectons are actually the Ernst. I wondered that when you said that. That's kind of why I made that comment. How's the Milwaukee ratchet? I have a set of Ernst, very nice. Oh, you bought the Ernst toolbox widget styles? Hell yeah. How is I haven't heard much about the old Milwaukee pass through ratchet for a while. That kind of died down. I know all the naysayers that said that, oh, use science and this will all be better and whatnot. Seemed like that flopped out pretty quick. There's all that hype on it, and then boom. I was fired from the keyboard factory. They said I didn't put in enough shifts. Oh, wow. Hold on, I'll share that. See if I can put that up on the screen real quick. Do I got room to share that more? I gotta delete something. Hold on here. I really wish this. So Warren or Pito just sent this to me. These are his 6-7. He tried to show me the. I can't put the whole picture on here because that's how it is. Looks like the Tekton doesn't have the magnetic version yet, though. I love the Makita ratchet, but the HVAC is obvious. Yes, you're 100% correct. There's no doubt about that. I never grabbed one for personal use, just for resale. I still like the high-speed extended 3/8, though. Yeah, I think you're definitely better off with that. I've got the high-speed 3/8 M2 and love it in 3/8 drive. I think that's basically where I was at on the consensus of that pass-through ratchet was a gimmick, is what I was getting at mainly. That I don't see it. The problem is the way Torque Test Channel showed it, I remember exactly the same problem with the old ones doing the same thing where they would have that flutter, and they would just shudder and shimmy, and they had pass-throughs on every size though, and I don't know why they didn't do that. What's up, GTF? How you doing, Gran Turismo fan? What's up, man? What's up, Impact Rated? How you doing? Jimmy making it work. Just got the new pass-through. He's trying it out right now. I'm sure that'll turn out. I'm sure that we'll definitely. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll probably hear some good info back from Jimmy, and he'll definitely. I have no doubt that he'll tell he won't like it. I'd be shocked if he says he does, but I've had pastors before, and I just they had the same results. They've really not improved on them. Yeah, I just don't. I don't see where they didn't improve on it. And of course, every Milwaukee, what are those guys called? Influencer. The Milwaukee influencers, every one of them always say good things, and they never talk about any of the bad. You never see, whenever that new Milwaukee stuff comes out, you can guarantee, sure as the sun shines, that those guys will all be out there just blowing Milwaukee and never give out any negative feedback or even just something that says, yes, this ratchet is not the end all be all for this, or just give a very honest perspective, in my opinion. I'm honestly waiting for the deal on the DeWalt sealed head. I got the DeWalt, and it's not a pass through, but it's the interchangeable anvils, and I got to tell you, I love it. That thing's awesome. My only problem is I had a hard time deciding whether I wanted the 1/4 3/8 or the 3/8 1/2, and so I went with the 3/8 1/2. Being I have 2 1/4-inch ratchets now, I thought it only made sense, but I really wanted a 1/4 3/8 so I could have one ratchet to do 2. But I don't have a 1/2-inch ratchet, so it made sense to me. And that thing is a hog leg, right? And I very rarely needed them either. Lakes Auto posted a video on them a little while back, and he said he liked them. I forgot Lakes had one, so no disrespect to Lakes, but he's not a Milwaukee representative or those guys. The Milwaukee, the guys that go to to those deals are all bought in on kissing Milwaukee's butt. Everything they say about Milwaukee, you can take with a grain of salt. Every one of them are all bought out, 100%. They keep telling good things and keep saying good things, and all the reviews are all the same. None of them say anything different, and that's a fact. And they can sit. I'll talk to any one of them. I'll argue with any one of them, and I'm not trying to be negative towards them. Just the honest truth. You can go watch. I've watched their videos before. Every one of them say the same thing. Every one of them do the same thing. They're just salesmen. That's all they are, and they don't care. They're just pushing product. I can see a lot of uses for the pass-through, but I just don't think it's durable and will hold up. And I'm a Milwaukee fanboy. I mean, why would you trade? I mean, AgTech, here's my thing is, Why would you trade a perfectly good perfectly good working 1/4 inch and 3/8 and their new stuff? Seemed like they really improved on it. They made smaller head designs, faster speeds, and it really seemed like they were doing the right thing. They still got that stupid paddle, which I'm completely against, but they basically annihilated all that with the pass-through. And in my opinion, they went backwards with it. And I mean, they just should have left the pass-through stuff completely alone, in my opinion. Chaka, I'm trying not to be too negative. I want to be as respectful as possible because everybody always says that I just pick on people. I'm sorry. I don't have any. I have all I have in me is being honest. That's all it is at the end of the day. I've seen this stuff before, went through it as a tool dealer, listening to people complain. I was already down this road with Pastor back in the early 2000s when they tried pushing this stuff out. So I knew exactly what was going to happen. I didn't see any difference in what they were doing. They would have had to have done something drastically different in order for me to say, "Oh, well, this is a working deal." I have an insider. It's partial pass through, not even half the sizes. I'm sticking to my old 20-year-old set of manual and mostly use them for spark plugs on race truck. There you go. Same on the 2760 720 high torque. Got them for resale, but personal, my 2760 720 still works fine. I kind of want to try the DeWalt DCF 961, the new 2,700 foot-pounds on Shop Tool Reviews Beast. Yeah. Yeah, well, definitely. A lot of uses in the agricultural industry. Yeah, I guess I could see that, you know. Definitely, like I said, I'm one-sided too. I guess that's the other thing is I'm being narrow-minded. So that's why I take you don't get too don't take what I say too personal because I'm just saying it from my perspective in the automotive side and for what I do. Because once again, I stick to what I say I do. That's always my goal is to always stick to talking about the industry that I'm in that I'm relevant with. I don't talk about plumbing, I don't talk about HVAC, and that's one thing I need to convey to people more is that I'm not saying that this tool wouldn't be good for diesel, for tractors, HVAC, stuff like that. There's definitely opportunity out there for different people, but in a general whole, I think it was kind of a failed tool, in my opinion. We'll see. Still could come around. We'll see what happens. When the real people start using it, you'll start seeing people come up with when you'll start seeing the real guys come up with good purposeful uses, not just the guys trying to get views. The guys that are just trying to get tools for views. I mean, we're all trying to get views on our tool stuff, but at the end of the day, those guys are always pushing clickbaity stuff. New Milwaukee, the best ever, brand new wet. This blah blah. You know how it goes. Makita bandsaw is terrible from a certified tan boy. Hey, Owen, I've got a Makita sawzall, and that thing is absolutely horrible. I have a 12-volt Makita, and man, that thing is garbage. I wished I'd have never bought it. The LTX. Holy cow, does that thing make my eyeballs hurt every time I have to look at it? Granted, it was only like $115, but man. Uh, hey guys, on my second year of automotive, I filled up my 5-door US General cart, tools hanging off it and everything. Is a Husky 52-inch 10-drawer a good step up? Yeah, man. Whatever you can afford that you're not breaking the bank and you can fill up with more tools, keep filling up them cheap boxes. Whatever gets you by. And then remember, you can always take those boxes home and use them for home boxes when you buy yourself a better box. When you treat yourself to a professional grade box, or you find a deal on Marketplace, or your tool dealer comes in and gives you a deal. Anything like that. Anything. I agree. Nobody seems to give an honest review on Milwaukee stuff. I have Milwaukee stuff, by the way. Jeremy, you know, I probably have been very harsh on Milwaukee guys, and the biggest problem is because Milwaukee is the biggest marketing scam of all the power tools and all the power tool industry. Milwaukee spends more money for marketing than any other company. You don't see DeWalt out there marketing. You don't see Makita out there marketing. You don't see a lot of these companies out there marketing. Flex marketed their tool big time. You know, you, but Milwaukee, their name is everywhere because they spend thousands of dollars for marketing. And they're the only ones out of all the big companies that are really sending out a ton of tools, too. So you got to ask yourself if they're pushing their product out that much and they're putting it out advertisement that much. And I got to tell you, I had a guy today. I sold all the Milwaukee tools that I used to have. If you go back and look at my channel, I bought a whole slew of M12 tools. The guy just came back to me today and said that all the batteries are junk 3 years in. All the M12 fuel stuff. And I think they're just out of warranty. And he said, hey, I got 2 Milwaukee batteries that aren't charging anymore. What should I do with them? I said, call Milwaukee and see if they'll warranty them. But I go, Bud, I think we're at 3 years right now. Cause I think 3 years ago is when I bought them. I'm not so sure, but have to go back and look on my channel. Fun fact, Makita without an anvil is a pass-through for running nuts on 3/8 thread rod. That's the only reason for pass-through. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know Turbo Ty had a Makita and ran the hell out of it. Some couple guys had Makitas and ran the hell out of it. They didn't necessarily love them. They didn't hate them, but they seemed to held up. I hear you on a side note. It's pretty weird to see live on Fridays these days. Yeah, and actually, the only reason I am live on Friday is because my dinner plans got canceled. My birthday is actually coming up this week on the 25th. So I was supposed to be, I was going to go out and celebrate my birthday tonight, but I decided to go tomorrow night because basically my birthday lands on Wednesday this week. So, which means I guess technically I could celebrate it next Friday or whatever. So, it's kind of like one of those deals. I have a little to say about Milwaukee. I got my hands on a high torque one my old man's friend had, and it felt like a cordless tank in my hands. The other thing is cordless tools are really what sucks about them to me is the cordless 1/2 inch impacts are so damn heavy. Yes, they're convenient, but if I have air available, man, it's a godsend to use that new Matco impact. I forgot how much I love using an air 1/2 inch air impact and how light and nimble it is compared to using a cordless impact. Not gonna lie to you, that impact is so light, so nimble, and such a pleasure to use. It's actually awesome to use. Problem is, I just wish I didn't have an air hose attached to it. Trellos, wrenches, and impacts are nice, but needs to be focused on electrical diagnostics. Look at how many cars are EVs hybrid nowadays. There's a lot of money. If you're good at, yeah, you're 100% right. The majority of money on car repairs right now is probably diagnostics, electrical wiring. So in the automotive field, changing parts and whatnot, you have a specialty wrench here and there for taking out a special nut, but at the end of the day, Alexa, can you please be quiet? At the end of the day, it all boils down to, diagnostic tools are probably king when it comes to getting stuff done. I mean, everything starts and ends with a scan tool. That's what I always tell people all the time. When it comes to car repairs these days, everything starts with a scan tool and ends with a scan tool, no matter what. Pass-through would work great on belt tensioners and things like that, but I've made an extended sockets and have used an impact on a manual boot point pass-through set, and I barely use it. Right? The shock tower thing came up on some of them, and I'm like, hell, I haven't had to use a shock tower bolt. There's just certain things, yes, pass through could work on, but I don't. It is what it is. Once again, though, for ag stuff, different story, and I can't speak to it. So I'm going to take your word for it, Kelly, because I know you're a legit dude. See you guys later. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace out. Jeremy, thank you for stopping by. I hope you and your son enjoy that Ranger and are happy and have a good transmission and have a little fun with it. The overdrive socket set was put on the shelf yesterday at my local store, but they haven't unloaded the wrenches. Going to stop by tomorrow and check. Yeah, I've looked at them. I'm not too excited with them. Not too impressed with them. They're just a cheap version of the RBRT wrenches. They're thinner. I looked at them online, checked out the specs. I got them. I think I have them at my store, my Ace Hardware here. I thought about going to get them, but honestly, I don't. 2 Fridays ago, I think we talked about it on my channel, and the next Tuesday, how funny a YouTuber made a video when I think Ed to the Z asked about them. That it was just like boom. Then Tuesday there had to be a video out. So, dang, 3 years. Yep. If your product is good, do you really need a marketing campaign? Probably not, because the tool speaks for itself. 100%. And I will say, it is great to share tools. There's a fine line to cross without sounding like a hypocrite, because, that's the next thing. There's always ways to play things on YouTube. I've tried, getting cheap tools to appease to the Harbor Freight market. And then people will always say, well, he's just showing garbage to people, and then he bags on Harbor Freight. Okay, well, I'm never going to win on YouTube. No matter what I do, there's always going to be somebody who's offended by my opinion towards another tool. At the end of the day, I'm smart enough to know what's good, and Milwaukee makes good power. Are they a terrible tool? No. Do they have problems? Yes. Is there any tool out there that doesn't have problems? Absolutely not. They all have their flaws. And that's just the bottom line. They all have their flaws. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry Bergstrom. The marketing king is Ryobi. They're quite good at peddling. They're horrible garbage, and a bunch of window licking short bus riding suckers eat it up. Chaka Gillis for the win. Comment of the night. Ryobi is trash. Say it with me, everybody. Ryobi is trash. $5 hour. Thank you, Chaka Gillis. Appreciate you, brother. Ryobi is fine for home gamers since they make decent electrical gardening equipment, so the same batteries can drill something. There you go. Hope you have a good birthday. I'm the 29th. Oh, nice. ITC guy is October birthday boy. Hell yeah. I got a couple of my buddies that have birthdays here this week too. Happy early birthday, CP. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, AgTech. Best Black Out Value. Should I buy the Mac RBRT or the Capri Extract wrench? Neither. Buy the USAG wrenches. I don't know. Maybe they went up in price, but the USAG wrenches I paid $130 for. I think after shipping, I got them for $146.99. Definitely the best bang for your buck. They're, I think, about, what's that? I think the Capris are like $149 for those. So you definitely walk away winning. Thank you, Checkmate. I wonder how much better a Ryobi from Japan is. That's an interesting one. CP, Alexa, shut up. She always wants to talk when I'm getting on here. I don't even know what I say. Oh, here we go. What, Dave the Rave? What does a prostitute and peanut butter have in common? I can't wait to hear this one. They both spread for bread. Oh man, holy smokes, that's hilarious. Bear Tool Impact Driver Amazon Japan is less than 40 before shipping. Wow, that's insane. That was a fantastic Dave the Rave. That was definitely a great one. Ryobi is trash. Let's see here. Ryobi is trash. Never broke any Milwaukee yet, but my son's trigger went out on his high torque. I dropped it off. FedEx last Tuesday, dropped off Friday evening through Milwaukee warranty service. Yeah. Like I said, warranty, as long as they take care of it, it's good. But I've heard horror stories. It's not been everything that's cracked up to be. And actually, honestly, here's something you're never going to hear me say much. I'm actually impressed with the Hercules High Torque. My buddy's got one. He's been using the hell out of it. It's got a 5-year warranty. You got a store local to you. You can walk right in and yell at them to warranty it out. So, I mean, if you want to buy a decent impact, save yourself some money, and you want a 5-year warranty, why not just go to Harbor Freight and buy the Hercules? Essentially, you're getting the same tool anyways. They look similar, they perform similar, and they're cheaper. I mean, you can't deny, I can't sit here and deny everything. As much as I hate Harbor Freight, I mean, at the end of the day, is it wrong if it's right? You know what I mean? Thank you, Gran Turismo fan. Appreciate it. Thanks, brother. Yeah, no, thank you, Dave the Rave. I appreciate that. What's the difference between the pink and purple grip? What's the difference between pink and purple grip? Oh, oh man, that you had me there for a minute. I had to think about that one. You got me on that one. You're 100% right. USA is a great deal, but the overdrive works as well on Torque Test channel. I will definitely be selling my RBRT wrench set. Are you going to be able to get your money back out of your RBRTs? I mean, those things are $310 retail. Like you would have had to have bought them for dirt cheap. And the overdrives are thinner. I definitely don't like the thinner wrenches. William Santos, happy birthday, CP. Thank you. I want to go back to this question. Thank you again for the birthday wishes, everybody. I appreciate that. USJ, I want to go back to this. So, how much are the overdrive Craftsman wrenches? Just out of curiosity, do you know? JWC Tech. Bought the electric tongue jack from Horrible Freight for the camper. Believe it or not, money well spent. Picks up my 24-inch Jayco without breaking a sweat. There you go. I knew I should have got the Makita, not the purple. I should have got the pink Makita. I definitely feel you on the Hercules, but my wholesale cost on the Milwaukee is between 1,000 and 150. That's a big reason I get Milwaukee. There you go. Well, and that's what works for you. So you definitely got to go with what works for you. $77 for the Craftsman overdrive wrenches. Oofta. Are they a complete set? I feel like when I was looking at that set, they were missing some sizes. Is that? Let me look here again. I want to check this out. I was skimming over them. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just not all that turned on by Craftsman, really. Let's see here. 11-piece metric overdrive wrench set. We got a 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10. Oh, there's no 9mm. Well, no wonder why the son of a bitch is. And you don't get a 6mm? No, you get a 6, no 7. No 7 and no 9. Oh, and no 11. Oh, okay. Mac RBRT stuff sells at retail price on eBay, so I'll be okay. I don't never get that lucky. Only skips a couple sizes. So it skips a 9, it skips a 7, so 7, 9, and 11. So it skips 3 sizes. So you're losing 3 wrenches for $77. Let me see what the USAG wrenches are running. Where's the price at on these bad boys? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Icon. Craftsman B Series 79. We don't want the B Series. We need the. Hell, the Milwaukee wrenches are a more complete set for $92. Good God. Let's look at the USAG. $285 XSE 12s. Oh hell, they're $125 right now. Are you kidding me? Hell, they're even cheaper. That's a no-brainer for me. 125.43 plus shipping, so probably be close to $150. And the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the only one you're missing out of there would be the 7 and the 7 and the 6. They're missing 2, but they're the smaller size, which honestly, I guess when you look at it, the smaller sizes are kind of worthless. To be honest with you, you really shouldn't need a wrench smaller than a 13 millimeter. If I'm being really honest. So I guess all that really matters is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, possibly. DeWalt, I think, should have great cordless tools like their impacts, cordless saws, etc. in some instances. Better than Milwaukee and cordless. The biggest thing with Milwaukee, though, is Milwaukee has a very large selection. That's why I think they really get a lot large following, too. It's not just the marketing. They have a very large selection, and that's undeniable. I have hated Craftsman for years, but I'm just hoping these might be a little better. Yeah, well, I guess you know what? I mean, I shouldn't say anything until I actually try it, right? I might be suppressed. Sent you a quick picture of my toolbox setup on Facebook Messenger. I think you would show interest and tell me what you think. Right on. We'll take a look at her. We'll take a look at her, fella. Let's see here. Take a look at her, fella. I don't even know how Facebook. I'm so messed up on Facebook, guy. I'll have to check it out later because it's not popping up right now. My messenger's not working, but I'll definitely look for it later. I got to start wrapping things up here. Starting to lose my voice. I hate to do it. I got to split early tonight. I have to go stand in front of a classroom tomorrow teaching an introduction to electrical class for a training center. Well, congratulations on that, Doc Holliday. That sounds very awesome, and sounds like a very good deal. So I definitely don't blame you for splitting to go do something like that neither. Have a happy birthday. Love you. Love the show. Love you too, Doc. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, and I hope you have a very successful class teaching. Unless she's cute and her hands are soft. Mike Tuggle, how you doing? Take care, JW. See you, Doc. William Santos says. 07 Santos. Milwaukee and Makita win in selections. There you go. Waiting till the torque test channel though, because I agree the wrenches look cheaper made. We'll see. Yeah, I personally I don't really need the torque test channel to make decisions for me. I'll be honest with you. I think that waiting for them to make a decision for you when they're kind of biased anyways, I mean, Torque Test Channel hasn't used the Matco Impact yet because they're not worried about dethroning their own Astro Impact. You know, they've been biased to keeping their Astro Impact since they are employed technically by Astro Tools. They're a little bit biased. They can say what they want, but me and the old Torque Test Channel don't see eye to eye on things. They've got some biased stuff going on there, and I'm not down. No disrespect to them, but their channels for clicks and views and you know, making money, and it's a business. It's not a channel for real integrity. Yes, I said that, and yes, I mean that. It's the truth. They're 100% no. Everybody should know by now they're employed by Astro Tools, and the fact of the matter is they're all together. They're all in bed together. As long as you kiss my butt and you don't say anything bad, we're all friends playing that game. And you know, I laid it out for Torque Test Channel how I felt. I said it like I meant it, and that's how it is. Happy early birthday, my brother. 25th. Yep, it's on the 25th. Okay, one more. I went to McDonald's and ate a kid's meal today. Boy, was his mama. Oh, wow. Dave the Rave coming in hot. They're only one metric. You know, I tell you what, guys, here's the thing. I'm going to jump back on this real quick. I'm going to get on my soapbox. You know, at YouTube has turned into the bigger your channel get, the more views you get, the more money you make. There's a lot of integrity loss from a lot of people. They can say what they want, they can do what they want, they can talk how they want, and that's fine. Everybody can buy into it. And I'll tell you what, Bob Marley had a saying that everybody, you know, the person that tells the truth is always the one that's hated the most. Okay? And that's fine by me, because you know what? If I'm standing up for myself, if standing up for myself means I got to burn bridges, I have matches. I ride at dawn. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to always stand up for myself. The Project Farm, Torque Test Channel, all these tool chests, I don't even watch Shop Tool reviews because he doesn't even use anything that's remotely, you know, a Skidmore does not give you real world numbers. It's not taking rusty lug nuts off. It's not giving you anything. It doesn't give you a torque curve. It's correct. They've even called themselves on it before. The torque curve is biased to more power, to giving it the most power possible. So it's there to show numbers. But when you actually put it in a real world scenario where you've got something that puts resistance on it, it's science. Okay. It's science. So if you take an object that's immovable and put an object that's movable against it, okay, now how can you measure that force? You really can't. Impacts are meant to move immovable objects. So if you put that on a Skidmore and now you're giving that a test, you're not giving it the actual what it's built for. So now we're changing the dynamic of what tool companies are going to give us, because everybody's trying to get the most power so that they can get on Torque Test Channel. And quite frankly, that doesn't work for me. The reality of it is, and not only that, just because you got a tool that shows that it's done this good and whatnot on one of their tests, does that mean it's going to last forever? Does that mean it's going to be good in the long run? No, but people eat that shit up on videos and think that that's the end all be all. But guess what? If you're living your life that way, you know what? You're going to live and die by the sword. That's what my grandpa always used to say. Ole, listen here now. You listen to one man's word on something, and you're going to live and die by the sword. And that's 100%. You follow one man's rule, you're going to live and die by his rule. You know, and this world is built on democracy. You know what democracy is? That means we all take a vote, or we have our own opinions and we do stuff. And that's the bottom line is you're able to have your own opinion and form your own, you know, your sense. And I take what those guys do, and I take good data from it. They use good data, and they do good things. They show some good things. internal teardowns. They show some stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's not the end all be all, and you should make a decision, an educated decision. And that is by looking at all of things, like how long is this tool going to last? Is this thing built well enough? Does it have a pedigree for being a very durable tool? All those things, cars, everything. I mean, here's the deal, we can go out and say that a nitro funny car or a top fuel dragster, okay, that's what we're basically looking at when we look at Torque Test channel. Let's say a top fuel dragster, it goes 331 miles an hour, it does 4 seconds, right? So that's the fastest car on the planet. That means if we all drove top fuel funny cars, that'd be great, right? But the problem is they're not practical. Okay, so the practicality of them is they only run that once, then they have to be tore down and rebuilt. Okay, so having the most powerful, fastest thing on the earth does not mean that it's the best. Because it won in a drag race doesn't mean that it's the best. There's other things that come involved. We want practicality. We want the best bang for our buck. So if I am going to look at an impact and I say, well, I'd rather take an impact that has let's say I'd rather take an impact that has 1,000 foot-pounds and it's just absolutely indestructible versus an impact that's going to be that's going to make 1,200 foot-pounds, but it's going to break and it doesn't have a good pedigree for not holding up. That's basically what I'm coming down to, and I see it a ton. I see a lot of discrepancies. I see a lot of subjectiveness. Which that term is used in several videos, especially on Project Farm, that the term is subjective. This is subjective data, subjective terminology, or subjective testing. That's exactly what some of this stuff is. It's subjective. It's great for content, but it doesn't meet reality standards. It doesn't meet it doesn't cross all the T's and dot all the I's. So. Am I mad at them? No. Once again, they make great content. For YouTube, they make the algorithm work. They give the viewers what they want. Okay? That's what they do. They build content to get views. And that means you're getting sucked into the rabbit hole. Long story short. So Torque Test is biased, in my opinion, yes. The people that run Torque Test channel work for Astro Tools. So all the Astro Tools are highly rated on the Torque Test channel. And not only that, the Skidmore is basically set up for max peak power. I will tell you this much, William Santos, I will tell Torque Test channel and anybody else out there who has the Thor Impact, I have used the Thor Impact on 150 PSI. I'll tell Erico, and I will tell anybody else in the world that that there's the old Matco Impact, other impacts out there are 10 times better impacts than the Thor Impact. I was highly disappointed. One of my subscribers and fellow mechanic friends here in Des Moines bought a Thor Impact based on the Torque Test channels. Super excited to get the Impact. He got the Impact. Dude, you got to come over and check this thing out. This thing's amazing. He uses it. And all the time he's using it, he's like, man, I don't think this thing has any power. This thing sucks. And the trigger's terrible on it. The gun is garbage. It's ranked high on the torque chart, so it sells a lot. But at the end of the day, the gun is junk. It is a marketing pile of garbage, in my opinion. Somehow it made the most torque. I don't believe it does. And I will fight to the death on that. Everybody that I know that has one hates it. That's here in Iowa, and everybody had good Matco Impacts. They sold their Matco Impacts and bought the Thors, and every one of them are now buying Matco Impacts back. Not saying that I'm supporting Matco by any means. Just because I got a Matco Impact does not mean that I'm supporting Matco. I'm just saying that gun's a nice gun. For the money, it is very light. It is very powerful. It works really well. and it is definitely a very ergonomically correct, very nice gun, and it meets all of my check marks as a tool that fits my needs as an everyday tool for work. It's not half-assed thrown together. So I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, and I know there's a lot of guys who love Torque Test channel. Hey, listen, I don't hate Torque Test channel. They make good content. Okay, it's not about me hating. It's just I disagree. If I can have a civil discussion with them, I'm going to disagree. I think they were very biased to the review they made on the Impact. I know that's going to be controversial, and people are going to say, "Why do you always get into fights with everybody, CP?" I'm not getting a fight. I'm allowed to have a disagreement with people. My, I, I am, I don't take everybody says, and because they've got 1 million followers, that I'm supposed to just jump in line too. If everybody did that, where would we all be? At the bottom of the ocean, most likely. Like I said, I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. The Astro Thor Impact is a pile of shit. Absolute pile of shit. That the fact that it's on the top of the rank chart is absolutely a joke to me. And it's all there because it's selling for Astro Tools. And the other fact is the Matco Rex Impact's been out. And how come Matco hasn't, or how come Torque Test channel hasn't done a video on that yet? Well, my guess would be because it beat the Thor out, and they don't want to sell impacts for Matco because they want to keep selling the Thor Impact. I mean, they sold out of them right away after the Torque Test channel. Their channel sells tools. Okay, so they're now in control. They're in the driver's seat for whatever they put on their channel. That's what's going to sell. Okay, so you think they should be getting a spiff for that? I'm sure by now they want a spiff for that, whether it's an Amazon affiliate link or however it goes. Okay, it's all about money making at the end of the day. If they were doing it for free, then they'd turn off the monetization and they wouldn't put up any Amazon links if it was that simple. If you really wanted to be honest, I don't make jack shit at this. Okay, I make enough to cover my expenses. So that's why I'm able to be honest, because at the end of the day, what am I got to lose? I got 26,000 subscribers. My channel isn't really going crazy. I'm not like blowing up to 1 million subscribers. I really don't make that great of content. I'm just a slackjaw hillbilly that turns wrenches for a living. I make my money the old-fashioned way, and God bless America. That's how it is. Hey, brother CP, here's something said Impact Frequency and Speed too. There are some things that my 1/2-inch M18 high torque won't budge. There you go. Shopcat, you're 100% correct. No two impacts operate the same way on same deals. And you're 100% right on that, Shopcat. Any good mechanic would know this because they've had multiple impacts over the years where they've had a CP impact, an IR impact, and a cordless impact. A lot of guys can tell from going from cordless impacts from their old pneumatic impacts, they don't react the same way. They don't work the same way. This is why I continue to follow your channel, CP. Say what needs to be said and care more about your followers than lying for money or fame. I mean, this ain't going to win me any followers. Me saying this stuff is not going to win me any followers. It's not going to win me any, it's not going to win me any awards of being the nicest guy in the world. It's not going to win me anything because it's only going to bring more hate to me. Every time I'm honest about something, all it does is bring more negativity towards me. And that's a fact. It's like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. So you know what? Screw it. I'd rather be honest and tell people how I feel than sit around here and twiddle my thumbs and pretend I didn't know what was going on. If you guys knew what I knew behind the scenes in the tool industry, you guys would be completely flabbergasted with all the lying, cheating, bullshit goes on behind the scenes. Everything's all about money, and I hate money. Okay, remember, money is a tool. Okay, I put that saying up for a reason this week. Money is a tool. Freedom is the goal. Never forget that. Okay, that's all there is to it. Money is a tool. Okay, freedom is the goal. My goal for freedom to get freedom is my business, not YouTube. If YouTube gets up there, that's great, but I'm still not going to change who I am. I'm still going to be the same person because I've been doing it since 1 subscriber to 26,000 subscribers. Yes, I've got straight off of the path and I've gotten involved with the wrong people, but hey, guess what? Everybody veers off a little bit. YouTube should even be an even playing field for all content creators, just so big people with large channels getting their only voice heard by YouTube. They really should. Well, it's all about likabilities, Gran Turismo. It's all about likability, Am I the most likable, lovable guy? No, I'm not actually. I'm not the most likable. Do I have the best wording or the most articulate wording out there that really draws an audience in? No, I have offensive wording. I say offensive things that irritate and I say a lot. I say I gotta pause. I say things that my words aren't articulate, that people actually try to say that I'm ignorant, that I'm not capable of making, that my channel is garbage. Everybody has a right to have their opinion, okay? And they're not wrong. My channel is trash. My channel is, it's just, I make bad content. I don't make the YouTube quality content that draws in viewers. I don't kiss people's butts and say all the things like, la-di-da-di-da, you're so great. I love everybody that comes here. Whether you hate me or not, I still love you. I'll never stop loving you. The more you hate me, the more I'll love you. That's all there is to it. The more you rag on me, I won't listen to it. I don't have to listen to it. That's the beautiful part about YouTube. It also gives me the power for me to drown you out, to delete you, to block you, to remove you. I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to listen to negativity. Am I being severely negative? No, I don't think I am. I'm just being very critical of what I see. And I see the fakeness. I see the money. I see the money grabs. I see the lying. I see the constant bantering back and forth. Everybody on you in the whole tool community, YouTube, are always out to get each other. It's a cutthroat business. You got salesmen on YouTube fighting mechanics. You got mechanics fighting DIYers. You got DIYers fighting professionals. Sorry, I'm losing my voice because I'm dry and I'm out of water. But should it be that way? No, it shouldn't. We should all be able to have a civil discussion. I certainly can calm myself to a very low demeanor to have a reasonable discussion. But once again, I'm not the most articulate person with words. So for me to convey my message and not sound like a slackjaw hillbilly, it's sometimes pretty ambitious. Let's just put it to you that way. Man, I would love that Gran Turismo fan. Thor is not comfortable in the hand. No, it is not. Did you hear about the guy who drank invisible ink? He's at the hospital waiting to be seen. Yes. Yes, Shopcat. Hi, Bill Beckett. In my opinion, YouTube is too invested and has too much emphasis on money nowadays. Yep. What up, Quick Ranch? I completely agree with you. TTC took down the video about building spicy batteries for Makitas after I got in an argument with them and asked them about spicing them up for my cordless heat gun. It's not that they're bad people, okay? It's not that they're bad people. I'm not saying that Torque Test channel, Torque Test, whoever, they're hiding for a multitude of reasons because of a lot of bad people in the world. Okay, so I understand their emphasis on not being known for who they are. It was very noble of them to say that they were taking a job with Astro Tools. Should that be something that hinders them? No, but it does play a biased card into them. Whether they like it or not, I believe that the Astro bias card, they've rated their Astro Light up there as being a good light, and it's a piece of garbage. My Astro Light broke within 6 months of owning it. Very disappointed. The Thor Impact, it was another huge disappointment. Astro had always made what I would consider a very good tool, a very good economic tool. Did they make the best tools? No. But they also, the other thing that Torque Test Channel did that pissed me off was they would not compare the Capri hex grip wrenches against the RBRT wrenches. Even though the RBRT wrenches are not a daily wrench, they said the exact same thing about the Capri hex grip wrenches. So that was a bold-faced lie. And I said, that's interesting. I'll leave it at that. The hex grip wrenches are not an everyday wrench. The RBRT wrenches are not an everyday wrench, but yet they still said the RBRT wrenches initially were an everyday wrench, but I wouldn't use them every day. It's very catch-22, very, very biased on how they place that. Once again, they didn't want to promote Capri because they don't want to give Capri tools any promotion on their channel now, because they're being careful about who they promote, because they don't want to help other companies out. When they started Torque Test Channel out, it was meant to show tools. And now they're playing games to keep other companies from being showcased. So now they're leaving them out purposely because they don't want to showcase them. That way they don't want them to get money. And it's, once again, becomes a money thing. It's all based off money. Money is evil. It ruins everything, guys. A half inch. I bought a Matco half inch and owned it for so long. It's true. Everyone in the shop I work with loves the half inch. I just always get flack for spending the money I did, right? It sucks, but it is what it is. I like to get people's opinion that use tools every day. You, Jimmy, make it work. Like I said, make an educated decision. Watch a lot of videos. Watch them all. But don't allow one channel. Don't allow my channel. Don't allow one channel. I will say this time and time again, and you guys only hear it on the live stream. Maybe I need to say it more on my videos. Don't allow my channel to be the end-all, be-all for something that you buy. Make an educated decision. Go out and look at stuff. I mean, if you get a chance to use it from somebody else, do. Form an opinion for yourself. See if the metallurgy is right. See if what's being built is up to your specifications, your qualifications, the things you like to see in a tool. And he doesn't have a new Matco Impact, allegedly. I don't want to throw a bunch of shade, but the facts are, the truth is the truth. Gran Turismo fan has always been a tool for selling, for advertising. It isn't all about creators. YouTube has definitely shifted to a lot of, you see the guys selling their merch, you see the ads for companies. Is it wrong? No, because everybody's got to pay their bills. And I got to tell you guys, if you count the hours and videos and stuff that I put in, I've lost my ass on doing YouTube like crazy. This has been a piss poor venture for me. And it's definitely not been good for my health. It's not been good for my financial work. It's just not been. If you want 26,000 subscribers and think that's going to make your channel great, I'm going to tell you what, you got a long ways to go. If you think getting 1 million views, well, I mean, I think I've got 11 million views now. So roughly about 3.5 years, 4 years, 3.5 years, 4 years now, 11 million views. If you think 11 million views is enough, the only way that's enough is if you do that in 1 year. I'll be honest with you. You have to have 10 million views in a year to make it worth a doohickey, in my opinion. I know the formulas, I know the algorithms, I know a lot of things, but YouTube, the channels that are that are successful are getting 10 million views a year minimum. Uh, they're getting 1 million views a month minimum. 1 million views a month is the goal. 1 million views a month is absolutely the goal. I'll be honest with you. 1 million views a month, you're probably making $4,000 a month minimum. If a channel's getting, if you can look at their videos and see. I mean, that's all there is to it. But getting a couple thousand views a month is not cutting the mustard. So if you weren't honest, I wouldn't be here. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been too honest and got myself in too much trouble a lot of times. So grab these 3-piece DS. Excuse me. What am I? Sorry. Excuse me, guys. Let me get my voice cleared. I went way over tonight. You may not grab these 3-piece DS 200 vice grips with extraction teeth a couple months ago. Made in Japan. I really like them. They got some grip. Hell yeah. Japanese tools are awesome. Just got a crappy warranty on them. Might have the most articulate wording, but you do rock the best bib overalls. I do love my bib overall, Shopcat, and I do appreciate your kindness. Guys, I don't want to be negative. I just have to be honest. I'm not mad or hate anybody. I'm not mad. I am not upset. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed, mostly. That's the right word. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with how these people present themselves and try to spin their narrative in a way that makes it sound as if they're not doing this. And some of us are a lot smarter than most people are, and we see right through I see the trees right through the forest. I'm not stupid. I heard the excuses, I've seen the excuses, and I know exactly what's going on. There's only so many times you can fool this old boy. And there's a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't like me, because I don't leave well enough alone and just walk away. If I don't like something, I mean, God's honest truth is I'm gonna ask questions. And it's negative, it's not right, and I'm a bit of a hypocrite for saying I don't like the negativity. But at the end of the day, when it comes to my fans and my followers, you deserve the truth. And by God, I'm going to damn well give that to you. And if they want to dispute that, that's fine. But I would imagine they're smart enough people by now that they know that arguing gets you nowhere. If you have a civil debate, it could be interesting, and it could be very, it could be very interesting, and could be very good for everybody. But at the same token, I doubt that's ever going to happen. Our bridge is burned. I already see it. And I see that, that's how it is. I appreciate the support that they did give me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm here for Henry. Hey, Bill Baggett, somebody's got to be here for Henry, so thank you. Yes, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink. Including mine. What's up, Shannon Dickerson? I'm not perfect. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and I'm not always right. I've been wrong plenty on my YouTube, and I've been wrong about things but I've also came back and said that I was wrong. That's one thing you won't hear somebody admit, that thinks they're right about everything. You'll never hear somebody that thinks they're right all the time tell people they're sorry and apologize for being wrong. And by God, I have that documented. Show me a channel where somebody said that, I'll kiss your grits, because I can tell you right now, ain't nobody else going to say that. We are all human. We all make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. Just own up to it. Just say, hey, look, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. You're right. I appreciate you calling me on it, keeping me honest. You know, back in the day, people used to respect you for that stuff. That's the way I grew up around guys that did that. Hey there, Sonny. I saw you do that. I know you messed that up. Don't you lie to me. Yes, sir, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm glad you admitted it. You're a good man for being honest. That was how I was raised. You can try to slide your letter under the door and not get caught. When you do, you better fess up. Hey Bill, hey Shopcat. Hey, I think it all boils down to people with entitlements. The wrong reason. Yep. Hello. Hey, look at that. What's up, Diego DeLone? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Yeah, exactly. When it really counts, and I don't want to take chances. I grab my FD plus snap-on wrenches, then I try others if they don't work for the same reason, which is rare. You know, that's the other thing is we're also splitting hairs, JWC Tech. A lot of this stuff is pretty subjective onto whether or not you're actually ever going to have a problem that's going to cause you to need that to need that wrench, you know, other than a right or a snap-on, which were the top rated wrenches. And the rights are ranked higher, but the thing is they're shorter, so I don't like the right wrenches. That's the other problem. And right won't make longer wrenches. Hey JWC. Bought a Lyle pocket pry bar, love it. I take all my clips off, my pry bar tools. I like them smooth rather than toss them in the pocket of clip. A lot of people don't like the clips, so once again, I didn't get everything right. It's the algorithm, man. Yep. Had a bad week this week. Oh my God, Bill Beckett. I am so sorry. Bill, man, brother, I feel for you. Losing my dad, toughest thing I ever had to do in my life, Bill. And I got to tell you, I feel for you tons, man. I know exactly what you're going through. And I understand completely. And there's no amount of words that I'll ever say that'll heal that pain or help you out. But my heart goes out to you. My prayers go out to you. And I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, am very sorry for you. My prayers are in you have my deepest sympathies, Bill. I mean, anything you need, brother, send me an email. You need to talk, shoot you my phone number. I'm here for you. That's, on a personal level here, that hits home. That really hits home here, man. That drives the nail right down in the coffin for me. Poor choice of words. But nonetheless, once again, like I said, I'm not good with words. I'm not good with speaking a lot. I just say what's on my mind, but my heart right now is crushed to hear this. Now I'm all choked up. Oh, I am so sorry, Bill. I feel bad. I feel terrible for you. I am. Hey, Super Mickey. Worked with him my whole life. Bill, that's absolutely terrible, buddy. I am so sorry. Like I said, man, reach out to me. Anything you need to talk about. I had a terrible time when my dad passed. Me and my dad didn't have a great relationship, but man, I'll tell you what. I learned the hardest thing that you'll ever have to do in your life is when you want to talk to somebody and they're gone. And especially if you had a good relationship with your father, that's absolutely terrible. I am so sorry to hear that. I appreciate all you guys showing the love to Bill in the chat. I try my best to minimize my mistakes, but at the same time, I do own up and learn something. Yep. By the same time, listen, I can tell you what I've never done from any mistakes. I haven't not learned. I always learn from my mistakes. And that's the best thing. What's your favorite inherited tool? Probably my grandpa's wrenches. My grandpa's SK, my old grandpa's SK stuff. I sat right next to him until the end. Brother Bill, everybody in the comments showing you lots of love and support. God bless you, brother. I mean, I can't, I don't have the words for you, Bill. I really don't. I can listen. You can let it out. And I feel, I don't know what, I don't have the words. I'm absolutely, yes, we're all sorry for you, Bill. I usually make mistakes a couple of times before I figure out how to fix it. Absolutely, man. Making mistakes is the best thing that anybody, that's a problem. Just ask Mrs. Beckett, right? We all love you, Bill, for sure. Bill, I don't know if I've ever told anybody, but I'll tell you a little story since you're going through a bad time now. So this is how me and my father's relationship ended when he passed away. October. Now I'm probably going to be off in the year. I think it was 2016 because I don't remember passings. I try to put that stuff out. Uh, it was uh, it was October 28th, 2014. Now you guys all know that was my birthday on the 25th, right? My birthday's on the 25th. I just told all of you that. So if my father passed on October 28th, 2014, you can imagine. So here's how this is what happened to me, Bill. Just trying to share a little story to make you feel better a little bit, maybe, hopefully. That my dad came into town and we went out for my birthday to Bennigan's. Dad loved going to Bennigan's. He said, "Where do you want to go for your birthday?" So I said, "I want to go to Bennigan's." I know he loved going to Bennigan's, so anytime he came to town, I always wanted to go wherever he wanted to go. Anyways, I don't give a shit. I can eat anywhere. I always find something to eat, or a good looking waitress. We go in there, and my uncle was also battling cancer at the time. My dad seemed like he was in good health, but my uncle was battling cancer, and my uncle basically ran my grandparents' farm, and so my grandma had nobody taking care of her because my uncle was gone. So here it is, my birthday. My uncle's battling cancer. I'm worrying about this because my grandma's going to have nobody to take care of the farm. She's 4 hours away from me, this and that. I go to eat dinner with my dad, and my dad makes a comment about my uncle because my dad didn't like my uncle. Now, keep in mind, this is my uncle on my mother's side. Well, my dad makes a comment about my uncle, and I lose my shit, and I have an argument with him. I stand up. I said, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and listen to this garbage. I'm leaving. I don't have time for this negativity. I'm out of here. That was on the 25th. Do you think I talked to my dad again? Nope. I unfortunately did not. So with that being said, the last time I spoke with my dad, and now my dad did call me, to talk to me, and he left me a voicemail. But after he left me a voicemail, 45 minutes after he left me, he passed. So basically, when my dad passed, we never really got to, clear things up. So that's being able to be there when somebody leaves and being able to say goodbye, that's definitely a lot better than not being able to say goodbye. But it is what it is. It's been a long time. I moved on. I had closure, and I know that that's the way it goes. But it's tough, and it makes it even tougher when those deals goes on. William Santos got to head out for the night, CP. Sorry for the news, Bill. My dad is on the way as well too. Sorry for your loss. Holy cow, man! I hate hearing people's fathers. Terrible. It's scary. It gives me a little flutter in my chest. I'd rather be the guy with all the best electric tools or all the best hand tools. Hell yeah. Yeah, hodgepodge of what's not. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill. Wait a second. Did you just thank yourself or William? Are you thanking William? My grandpa on my mom's side of the family who served in Vietnam passed away due to cancer in 2018. That was hard for my mom. Yeah, it's never good. Lost my dad in 08. It's hard. All you guys lost your if you lost your father, it's hard. It's just plain hard. But hey, listen, now you're the man in charge. So that means you just got to step up more and do more things and find those ways that your dad did it. Now look to your sons if you got kids. It's time to pass that torch. That's all there is to it. With that being said, guys, it's almost 2 hours and I've been out of water for almost 47 minutes now. And I don't want to get too crazy on this, but this is how it goes on these this is how it goes on these streams. That's how things happen. So just want to let you guys know, love all of you guys, appreciate all you guys coming in tonight, chit-chatting, having a good time, doing a couple jokes, having a little fun. May got a little personal. Now we're gonna end the stream completely. We got too much we got too far off course here. I'm ready to go to bed anyways. It's 10 o'clock. My bedtime. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin. And I like to be up at 5:30 in the morning. So all in all, we had a good stream. We all had to we all have to pray for Bill. And hey, things happen. So but anyways, guys, remember like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.